What's up, everybody? Well, today I'm going to do another full house cleaning to test vacuum cleaning performance. This time I thought I would feature my blue Hoover Runabout. This is pretty much the basic Runabout that you can get. Well, I shouldn't say basic, but it was one of the lower end models of the time. The fact that it has the slide top bag instead of the side zip bag, and the T-shaped hood instead of a square hood like the high-end models. But what really intrigues me and what interests me to do this contest is the brush roll that's on this. This particular brush roll is a green bristle, soft, single row brush roll. This is essentially the same brush roll that's used in the Hoover Sprint and a couple other low-end Hoover cleaners with this same green bristle brush roll with soft bristles. I'm guessing since this wasn't meant to be a top-of-the-line model, they just put this brush roll in on purpose so people would gravitate to the higher-end models with the stiff row brush roll. But I am interested to know how this really performs. Some people may know that there were later variants that had the green bristle brush roll with soft bristles, but in a dual row. And some of you may have seen my red convertible Elite that I ran the dual row green bristle soft brush roll on it. And now I'm interested to see how this green bristle single row brush roll will perform in this. So it's essentially the same thing as the convertible Elite, but just in slide top soft bag form. It's got a 7 amp motor with a original 7-bladed fan. And as usual, I put a fresh new HEPA Type A bag. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I've got to plug into the middle of my room because the cord's pretty short. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. quick analyze of the carpet lines. It actually grooms very well. Not bad for a brush roll that doesn't have as much agitation as a stiffer bristle brush roll would. The last time I ran this style of brush roll in another Elite is when I did one on the blue Soft and Light Supreme with the 12 amp motor, and you guys know how much of a powerhouse that was with how much airflow it produces, which is why I believe they put this brush roll in that to compensate for the super high airflow so it doesn't turn into a carpet shredder. But even though a lower 7 amp motor doesn't produce as much airflow as a 12 amp, this still doesn't produce carpet shredding agitation. But we'll all see how this plays out when we complete the cleaning performance. So let's go ahead and continue on. And just like that, full house cleaning is all complete. And I do have a bit of a confession to make. As usual, I like to do these in weekly increments to make sure how much gets pulled up in just a week. But unfortunately, I'm about half a week late since I have been out of town recently these past few days and didn't have that time to get the vacuuming done. So what you're seeing here is going to be a week and a half's worth of dirt. And you got to keep in mind, the bristles, like I've reiterated millions of times in this video, are very soft and they aren't super aggressive. So we'll see how much dirt this thing pulls out, or has pulled out, within a week and a half worth of that. I'm not really having too much hopes for. Look at that. A bit of fibrous material as usual from the downstairs rug. And definitely a lot towards the top, but quite honestly a lot more than I was expecting for something as low end with a not very aggressive brush roll like a lot of these elite style cleaners are normally known to have. And I am pleasantly impressed by this, because originally I was not outwardly impressed with how soft the bristles on the brush roll are, and the fact that it's only a single row. So I wasn't expecting it to do this good. So definitely the white bristle ones with stiffer bristles definitely are much better if you want a more deep down clean compared to the softer brush roll. But I honestly think this brush roll would do better on the downstairs rug, since it's not as aggressive and it won't take up the entire area rug with it like one of the stiffer row brush rolls would. But to each his own, I guess. So I hope you've enjoyed this full house cleaning of the Hoover Runabout. Be sure and stay tuned, and don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.